Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? Sorry about that. I just need to bring the mic across. How are we all doing, guys? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we will go straight over to those charts. So yeah, Bitcoin on the 4-hour. So we're just basically trading sideways a bit here, aren't you? As you can see, we sort of well, we drifted out at the end of the pennant. I mean, you can't even really say that we broke out. We drifted out at the end of the pennant, and we're still drifting. Basically, we're just drifting, guys. Obviously, it's getting a bit extended to be a bull flag now. So we better watch out for old Mr. Simpson before he decides to pop up and make an appearance. But yeah. So yeah, we don't particularly want a bar down, but obviously if we keep trading sideways, it's not a pattern that is uncommon in Bitcoin, to say the least. But what I would say is this is a bigger, larger time frame, larger macro move. So it's more unlikely we're going to get basically some scammy bar patterns back down, unless obviously we get something terrible happen in the stock markets. But we are actually getting a bit of a sell-off today. We had obviously had a pump on the Fed. And we are fully retracing that. So that is actually quite a successful trade that I've done on stock markets quite a few times. You just basically fade the Fed pump because usually it just, in my experience, it has been faded basically back to where we were on the numerous occasions. If you want to check that out. But anyway, I've digressed. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, literally we're just drifting on the 4-hour. Like I keep saying, I think we need to see a proper back test down here. We need to really come down here and check this out, check this area out, see what the buying interest, what the appetite is down there, see what the people that are bought in this area and bought up want to do with their positions when we get to an important zone. I mean, they're the market dynamics that we need to check. When we talk about a back test, that's what we're doing. We're deciding what people want to do at these levels. Do they want to buy more? Do they not want to sell their position? Do they want to puke their position? Do they want to sell at that level? Do they want to take profits? Do they think we're going down? I mean, that's what a back test is in effect, and that's kind of what we need to do. I believe really, unless we get a big massive breakup, we take out this zone, get into the mid 12,000s, and then we come back and back test this zone, in which case we'd have had a successful back test at that level, and yeah, and then we'll be on our merry way. So let's have a look at the we'll have a look at a few of the time frames here. We'll have a look at the 8-hour. 8-hour printed a nice 8-hour 9 just there. The 10-hour printed a nice 10-hour 9. 12-hour printed a nice 12-hour 9. So there we've got our 9, and we've got a reversal candle. That is an indecision candle. I say reversal candle, it's an indecision candle. So it's not necessarily reversal. It's not necessarily going to be a reversal. But you guys know with the TD, once we basically trade or close or take out, however aggressive you want to be, the low of that candle, which is basically around, we'll just call it 10,900, then we will target downside basically. I mean, looking at this chart, looking at it in the context of the move, it doesn't seem unreasonable to expect a test down to this level, even if it's on a wick basis. In the same way that this was a wick down here, we can come back to here, sort of consolidate around here, this support zone, and then wick down to here and come back up, and then that should flush out. That should basically flush out a lot of over leveraged positions, load of weak hands, and then we could quite potentially get the move up and onwards to the next level. So definite potential scenario there based off this 12-hour 9. Obviously, as we know, we've got the daily 9. Still looks very bull flaggy here on the daily. Bull flaggy, like my use of English here. But yeah, so nothing really bearish to read off the daily, other than I would expect a test at some point. We're gonna get a test of the daily 21. That is 100% certain. Bitcoin is never going to not test the daily 21 again. But is it going to come around this level, and is it going to come soon? That is the question. So let's go and look at those stochastics, look at some of the momentum we got going on. We were talking about the 4 hour losing the momentum and coming down, lost that trend line. It is coming down. If it comes down and price doesn't come down with us, because this will be weighing on price, but if price doesn't come down, then clearly that's a bullish reset, and then when it turns back up we can get more upside. I don't think that is likely. I think this is gonna drag price down to test that level at least. 10 hour Stokes, slow, yeah, I mean it's basically sort of jammed up there, but not as high as it was before, but currently sloping up, but I mean you can't really read a lot into it here. But I would potentially be expecting that to come down and the 12 hour to come down. I feel like we do need, even if price action stays where it is or thereabouts, these stochastics have got to reset, I believe, before we can start to have a real shot at a push up higher. And yeah, like I said, if we consolidate round in this zone, then yeah, the push up will be from here. If we come lower, the push up will be from lower, basically. To state the obvious. Daily again, daily, like deciding whether it wants to come up or down here, back up. I mean, it's marginal, but I believe also if the daily does drop out of here, the daily is a powerful stoke that I was using to sort of gauge this whole drive up. And I was saying to you guys, I said to you guys I said to you guys numerous times, if the daily gets up to here, steams all the way up to here, we'll be over 10k. And that's basically what happened. So yeah, it's good to see that. But yeah, it's just testament to the momentum indicators on larger time frames. They just tell you what is going on in the larger picture. So they're important to read in much the same way. This 3 hour stoke this is looking like what the daily was looking like when we were basically low 9,000s. It's steaming up. This obviously shows that we've got the potential, obviously, to get up to here, which would, I mean, 3 days getting above here is going to get us, I mean, I would say, I would be conservative saying 12,500. 3 day gets up to here, we're going to be over 15,000. So you can fact check me and back check whatever it is, what I said, but I'll tell you guys if if I'm wrong anyway. We'll see if the 3 hour doesn't get up there, but 3 hour does get up here and it is looking strong and it's making progress like the daily was. This is 15,000 Bitcoin up here, guys. No two ways about that. So 15,000 at least. So yeah, be cognizant of that fact. And then, I mean, I don't even want to talk about the weekly, guys. Weekly gets up here. That's 20k Bitcoin. So, but anyway, we don't want to. That's just too. I mean, it's just too far. It's not anything we're really going to trade on the timescales we're trading. So just, yeah, we can't look at the 4 hours and like 12 hour for direction and then look at weekly as well. We just look at weekly just to get a macro idea, a macro picture. But yeah, so that's it really. Quick video this morning, guys. Off to go to the gym. Like, my gym's been open basically this week, open on Saturday. So I've been hammering it. My body's been aching. It's just been a case of training what muscle I can basically move the next day, and then one of the days I couldn't go because I just was aching too bad. But yeah, glad to be back in the gym, get that sorted out, yeah, so remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. I will speak to you guys later on today, and yeah, thanks a lot for listening, guys.